This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and here on this day number 17? Day number 17 of quarantine. I've lost all empathy. I've become a hollow shell of a human. So I'm going to play this insanely annoying deck. Frilled Mystic, Wilderness Reclamation, Gadwick the Wizened instead of Hydroid Krasis because we just want all the raw cards, and Brazen Borrowers and Uros all in one place. And yeah, it's a sort of Simic Flash meets Simic Value. It's just it's a wacky Simic deck, but it can certainly do a number of things. And really, it's a Simic Gadwick deck more than anything else. Tapping all the opponent's fun toys is what we are here for. So the card choices mainly boil down to we're going to use Uro for our life and our ramp, so we don't need Krasis. Nissa's just kind of extra. Frilled Mystic, Gadwick, Brazen Borrower, Opt, Thassa's Intervention, either countering or drawing Growth Spiral, using all the ways that we can to tap the opponent's stuff and have mana left over because of Wilderness Reclamation. That's what it's all about. So it's not quite tempo, it's not quite ramp, it's a little bit of everything, but it's actually, well, if you're evil, like, I swear the theme of this channel now is just everything's evil. But here's the truth, guys. There's two ways to handle late season Standard, because the best decks are known. We know what they are. Everybody's playing them. That's all they play. You could probably list them on a hand, somewhere between 5 to 10 decks that everybody's going to play all of the time, and they're all annoying at this point. There's probably maybe one or two that you like, and you probably find all the others annoying. So when you are doing late season content like me, and you don't want to talk about the same decks every single time, well, there are two things you can do. You can lean into jank. We saw how that went yesterday. And you can lean into evil, which finding more ways to torture those net decks over and over and over, well, that's what we're here for. So I hope we get to adequately torture the likes of Jeskai Fires and all the other things that we come across. So I don't know if our red matchup is good. In fact, I bet it's pretty bad, but yeah, like I've been saying, I've seen a lot of mid-range here in Mythic, so let's dive in. Let the torture begin. Alright, so we get our green source, we grow Spiral, we Uro. That's pretty solid. And at the very least start with this hand and be okay. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Nemesis, we meet again. Just like every other day in the arena. I wonder if I'm going to Gadwick for 1 next turn. I'm looking at that and thinking maybe that's the play. Just have a body on the board, be able to threaten to tap their stuff going forward. Okay, nothing. I guess I like that, but definitely means there's an Annex. And a Bone Crusher Giant, but that's not as big of a deal. Okay. Another land on top. We can bottom that from here. There's a Brazen Borrower. That goes pretty well with what we're trying to put together. All right, cool. So if they have an Annex, we'll borrow it. Check the hand. Yep, still a Bone Crusher Giant. Still a Bone Crusher Giant. Does that do anything? I guess if they had Scorching Dragonfire, I'm the fool, but... Stop them from gaining 3 life. Maybe if I run them out of my... Maybe if I just time them out, right? That'll keep them from gaining life. Very early to go into full rope mode on me, but who am I to judge what the mono red deck does? Okay. Who am I to understand the deep complexities of the mono red? Oh look, it's Annex. Shocking. Alright, get back in the hand. Go. Away with you. Opt, sure. Draw me some cards. Not land. That's kind of rough. So when the opponent attacks and I'm like, oh yeah, you have a Bone Crusher Giant, we're taking the damage. Although I guess I could block, and if they Bone Crush, then Thassa's Intervention can catch Annex next turn. But nah, tapping their stuff down is so good. Huh. Okay, so there was no Bone Crusher attack there. So either they decided they didn't even want to play that game with me, or they didn't have it. I guess we'll see. Up to 5 land. Lava Coil. Denied. Lava Coil, though, huh? I guess when the only red matchup that matters is the mirror, Lava Coil is a bit of a good card. There you go. Alright, so let's just tap this. Be done with waiting for this opponent. More land? I mean, it is more green land, which I sort of need. But I'll dig. Running out of relevant spells could be brutal in this matchup. And hitting more land, I believe we can do it. So we only need one more card in the graveyard to Uro this turn. Can we do that and still have another land available? That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd need to top deck a land with the Uro. So I think I'm better off sitting on the Brazen Borrower. It's a very good card to annoy my opponent with. Start their clock. Full rope turn. Nothing. They've done absolutely nothing yet. That sixth land. It's like a lot of brain cell. Thorbrand. Yep. I guess I can try the spiral. Well, I could also counter this, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's how this card works. Amp. You can even save the Brazen Borrower. So what do you think? Pay 4? No? Weird. There's Wilderness Reclamation. Oh yeah, this party's gonna get started. May as well play you. Free mana after all. See how long this turn takes. I can block that, so that's fine. They want to try to get into combat so they can play Embercleave. We'll just bounce you. Tap you. If they want to attack with Phoenix of Ash, I'll trade. Or maybe I won't even. Right now we're attacking for 9 next turn. That can be a lot. Into the tank. Into the tank. Yeah, but if we trade, I'll eventually win. Uro is going to overpower. That high level Mythic gameplay. This is why you should only watch people who play Mythic, folks. Because here in Mythic, everything's just so eSports. If you didn't catch the sarcasm, you haven't watched the channel for long, I can tell you that for sure. Some people don't have the sarcasm filter in their brain. I feel bad for those people. The world is so much funnier with sarcasm. When you hold absolutely everything to the standard of everything that you say is super serious and you have to mean it, words get really lame. None of that, please. Double Wilderness Reclamation, not very important in this deck. It's not like it is in Teamer where you just go off with a huge explosion. Uro. Gain life. Draw cards. Card is frickin' sweet. Alright, trigger. We'll resolve one. Let's go ahead and do a little scrying. Yeah, those can go. Resolve again. Do a little more scrying. Get your scries on, kids. Oh, hi. There we go. Now we did it. We found the good card. Found her. Now the true test. How much time can our red mage friend take before they realize their demise? We're approaching a new high for a red deck, by the way. We are at 11 minutes and 41 seconds of this game. Typical red game. About 3 to 4 minutes, I would say, from having recorded only about 50 million of them in my lifetime now. Alright, you don't get to Embercleave if you can't attack with enough creatures to get the sword lit. Sure, you got it. All the tanking has led to this. On the draw, Uros everywhere. We'll give it a try. See what happens. Castle Vantris. Think we can bottom it. We'll probably find more land. Probably. Blue white. Okay, now we're talking. We'll keep up the borrower. Who knows? Let's see if they have Teferi on curve. Yes, guy. Few options here. We'll keep that. It goes well with the Uro. Brings back Uro sooner. Okay. What you got? Bone Crusher Giant. Time to do the Fire Z thing. Yep. Uh-huh. Same old story. Alright, let's see what we find. And a lot of land off the top. I wish I hadn't kept that land I kept a while ago. Well, I could set up for the intervention, but it's not going to matter. So I think this is Brazen Borrow the Fires. Just try to keep them from having super perfect mana. They did it again. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not. That's very bad. Alright. Well, we're not actually going to draw any cards that matter. I don't know how we're supposed to do anything. This is a lot of land in a row. Oh my god. Well, suppose I can keep this game in for the lulz. Is it another red deck, my precious? This hand is pretty bad. Better? Kind of. I mean, I don't know if these spirals are gonna hit. Oh my god. Really? Every game. Every freaking game, everybody. Okay, no follow-up, which means Annex. We keep the land because we want something, we want our growth spirals to hit all the way. That's not good.
Chandra Nalar, Pyromancer Extraordinaire. Go get him, buddies.
I think they'll have a Torbran. If they have a Torbran, I want to hold up the Frilled Mystic. They won't play into it. Will they? I mean, they shouldn't. Will they, though? We'll say go. Try to get this Frilled Mystic to do something. Since if we we get time for this growth spiral, it makes our Gadwick better anyway.
Don't worry, I brought company.
Okay. How about an Embercleave? Have it. Take that action. Got a shock. Oh. Oh. You're not what I thought you were. Hello. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Let's pay 2 for the Gadwick. Wow. Okay, we're having that kind of day.
Hey, go easy. I'm training here. Say hi to my fiery friends.
No blocks. I have a feeling there's another Embercleave. Yep. Alright, so now we get to permanently tap down Embercleave looking things, but yeah, you don't block there if you need your Gadwick. Okay. Nasa's Intervention. We attack with both. The opponent can block, and they can kill the Mystic, but I guess I would take that at this point. They're going to. I could have not attacked with the Mystic, but then Chandra would have definitely lived for another turn. They played a Cavalcade, I'm kind of wrecked. Yeah, let's have the untapped land. And more blue sources. Don't see a Nissa right now. There's your swamp. Here's my growth spiral. Tap that. There's the Nissa. I had a feeling the last card you kept would be a good one. Tap that Embercleave. Sick of it being properly aligned. This is getting ugly. Alright, so we untap the forest, and then we play the island. And this way we have a scry available from the castle, and we attack. Not really looking to give up my Gadwick. It's one of my best weapons, but this forest may take one for the team. Oh no. Dead? Guess I'm dead. Top deck. What is going on today? Look at this flood. Oh my gosh. One of those days. Oh, one of those days. Oof. Mythic has done a good job making me a sad boy. Sad. Haven't had much go right, but that's why we keep playing. Those things turn around. Been a rough day or two. And now everybody is back on mono red. So I said I was seeing a lot more mid-range decks. That stopped. That is completely over. Now I only see mono red. This is the 4th mono red today. And I've seen a lot of runaway Steamkins. Yeah, we'll see what they play first combat. Wonder if I should have tried to set up for a turn 3 Gadwick. Okay. They don't have an instant. Maybe they still have light up the stage to go? No? No light up the stage either. Interesting. Alright. Maybe this Thassa's intervention will have a moment, and then Gadwick into Nissa. We can do some powerful stuff. Nope. No Thassa's intervention moment. The opponent played perfectly for it. By getting that land played first. We will counter this. Right, and now, first Gadwick. Put something in the way. Draw some card. Here we go. Yeah, figure it out. Okay, cool. So if I play a Nissa, make a 3/3, that's not going to do much. Let's do the Uro. Actually, let's do it like this. All right. I can play a Gadwick for 0 just to have it on the field. And then next turn I could tap down the opponent's Runaway Steamkin with a Brazen Borrower or something like that. Doesn't seem great. You're used to wanting cards out of your Gadwick, but right now we just need to prolong the game. Uh-huh. Oh, look, 10 damage, everybody. Cool. Would you like to remove the counters before the next set of damage? No. Weird. Seemed like such a good play. I'm just trying to be silly. I don't know what else to do in moments like this. I'm annoyed. I'm like, yeah, try silliness. People like silliness. Land. Almost. Alright, so bring back Uro and Brazen Borrower, I think. We just have to make sure we tap down the thing that the Steamkin is on. Or that the Steamkin is on. I'm sorry, that the Embercleave is on. Yeah, that is a move you can make. It's fine. Alright, so I was going to bring back the Uro. I could also, though, play the Nissa. The Uro makes the big 6/6 blocker, though, which I think is a big deal. So, if we do this, we still have 1, 2, 3, animate land 4. If we play the Uro, we have 1, 2, 3. That's Brazen Borrower to tap or Growth Spiral to tap. I think the Uro's a little better because of the life gain. Like, all these 4/4s also can't really attack into it, which is a big deal. Opt is great. That is fantastic. Alright. No attacks, your turn. They say good game. Okay. Good game. Now for your next trick, maybe they drew another Embercleave. That is the thing you've got to think about the most. Nice. But we can still survive. Okay. We're gonna go super wide. Feels good to be able to go this wide. Okay. What to do? I think that part's pretty certain.
I will protect the virtue of this world.
Can I attack with Uro, draw a card? Or does Uro have to stay back? There's a lot of damage coming my way. See what happens if we attack. That's a card. That card does things. Take it.
Harness the elements.
Alright. End the turn. Add some mana. Just thinking a lot, sorry. I know it annoys some of you to no end. See, we could get the scry in. That would be like this. 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 And then how much blue is left over? Not enough. So we don't want to do that. I guess we don't want to use that mana. We need all the taps we can get. And we only have 5 blue. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So pass. The question is, am I going to bounce the Embercleave? And if I am, what am I going to counter? I feel like I should just play this Mystic. And then we can tap this. The opponent has to pay 3 mana to move the Embercleave. I'll just tap the Annex. Take that action. So the opponent knows about this Brazen Borrower, so we'll play this one now. We need to leave 1 blue open to use the other Brazen Borrower. So we'll tap your Bone Crush. So we got block, block. This one I don't have a good block on, so this is a good one to bounce. Then block, 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 I guess. We'll tap those. And now the opponent gets to decide if they're still going to attack with all these tokens or not. Okay, they're coming in. They're gonna throw 2 of those away. That feels like a frustration attack for me. I don't have to make this trade, and I'm not going to. And they scoop it up because they're just dead. They have no blockers, by the way. So yeah, since they can't kill me, they're dead. Oh, woo! Yeah, we'll try it. Why am I on the draw again? Come on, game. Act like you have a fair bone in your body. Let's go. Hello, just played your frickin' game. I'm having a bad day here. Stop emoting. Let's go. Alright, yeah, we'll opt. We have to make sure we draw more land, although that hasn't been an issue most of the day. Esper control of some kind? Probably a matchup we'd much rather play than mono red, but we'll see. Another one of you? No, I think one's good enough. About another opt. And another growth spiral. This will be the game where we don't hit land drop number 4. Omen, sure. Go ahead and play the growth spiral. Yep, we found a land. We did it. If they play Teferi, that's bad for Wilderness Reclamation. But we're probably playing Gadwick for 1 in that case. Yep. See if they bounce their Omen. It would mean that they have to do something about the Gadwick, although Oath of Kaya is perennially great at that. Sad-frilled Mystic. Had a feeling. That's a good reason to be Esper. Discard. With the freaking Kaya, as I like to say. Another forest for if and when Nissa actually shows up, which right there would have been beautiful for Nissa, but no such luck. And let's keep drawing. Ugh. Ugh. When did this become a feels bad channel?
Let's try this.
Really? Really? Yeah, okay. Better than nothing. All right.
like it.
We're definitely getting into the Uro zone pretty soon. Main phase Omen. Did you run out of cool stuff to do? Doesn't sound right. Treacherous Blessing. Oh yeah, you get yourself some cards. Highly recommend it. Alright, so if we're about to face Doom Foretold, what do we want to do? I think we're just gonna Uro it anyway. Don't target the Treacherous Blessing with the Gadwick, just saying. Just saying. Not the greatest way to play Magic. Unless it helps you eliminate Doom Foretold. I guess there's a time and place for everything. Get tapped, Teferi. Nobody likes you. And all out of land, all 4 Frilled Mystic versus Teferi. Feels good, man.
Games.
Feels good. Oh boy. Oh boy. They need to think.
Protect you.
I get it. It's just that I'm having a bad day. I'm not usually this mad about it. I'm not even mad. I just, you know, when you have a bad day of Magic, you just question everything you've ever done in your life that led you to this moment. Yeah, I had to think really hard about that Narset.
Prowess.
Then you get all this kind of salty. Alright. Well, you get rid of Teferi. That's a big deal. I know there's another one, but Old Mystic gets to do something. Yeah, we play this out, right? Doom Foretold's a little bit annoying, but the Frilled Mystics are really going to help cover. Keep the one that's not going to die. And yep. Oh, they had to taunt me as well, right? I liked them until that oops. But I get it. I get it. No. I've got Lizard Wizards to spare.
Fury, keep an open mind.
Or do I give up the Reclamation? Yes, I do. Everything here is instant speed. Oops. I guess we'll wait another turn on that. A lot of damage next turn. The opponent seems to be trying to hybrid Blue-White Control and Esper Dance of the Manse. I wonder if there are enough enchantments to really make that work, but I guess we're usually already running Omen, we're already running Oath, so then it's like, do you get enough out of Doom Foretold? It is a tap-out card. It's in the 4 spot? I guess so. They're just dead, right? They're gonna go for something else. This is 12, this is 18. Woo! Maybe. Let's see what they come up with. Oh, wait. They still have the Doom Foretold. Not over yet. So if I draw a Brazen Borrower, I win. So let's at least try. Oh, that does it too. That does it too.
Witness the ties that bind us all. Rise, my elemental friend.
I do like my emotes. I actually have salty moments, but man, sometimes I enjoy the emote friends. Not gonna lie, I've become more tolerant of it than I used to be, especially after playing the heal character a little. Maybe it can be fun. I don't know. I know some people hate them, but well, that doesn't cast anything, does it? All right. Throw one of those away. Keep the other. Great. So what do we need? We need to ramp into Frilled Mystic. It won't matter though if they have Teferi. That's the tough part about trying to find counters against this deck. When they have Teferi, it doesn't matter. And by this deck, I'm assuming it's Jeskai Fires. Because only Jeskai Fires is a deck so broken that Sphinx of Foresight is good in it. Just to make sure that you always have the perfect draw. Haas's Intervention, that's something. That is something. And we may need to hold it up instead of playing Uro, which would be kind of heartbreaking. Okay. Double Intervention. Top of the deck is looking friendly. We can at least throw off that perfect draw of theirs. Okay. No Teferi. Interesting. Oh. Oh. We'll get the island. 3 straight counters off the top. Well, who stacked their deck now? I didn't even need a Scry Sphinx to do it. I'm just that magically amazing. Wrong. Alright, hopefully we get to keep playing this flash game, because it's one of the things that is kind of good against fires. Reclamation means that we'll be able to Uro and intervene, which is fun. Shock. Your shock is pretty good for us right now. Yeah, this game, the top of our deck has been really kind. Like, the top of our deck finally took pity on us after all those floods. We got it. We got it. Perseverance, friends. If you hate RNG, remember to love it when it's good to you. Most of us just sit there and are like, oh, that's the way Magic's supposed to be, with me drawing exactly what I need. It's so much fun, and I'm so talented. And then we curse RNG when we get unlucky. Don't forget to thank your RNG gods when you get a little lucky. All right, let's do fireside chat for the deck. I actually think with the amount of red going on and the lack of Questing Beast going on, Root Snare might be a good card against mono red. Our mono red record was kind of split. I think it was like 2-2, so maybe it's not that bad. No, I definitely played more mono red than that. It's hard to recall. Obviously, if you're on the play, it's a big deal. But anyway, Wilderness Reclamation also is good in this deck, but not amazing, so maybe it could be trimmed in favor of another card that you guys are probably yelling right now about wanting to put in the deck. But for the most part, just getting those Brazen Borrower, Frilled Mystic beatdowns, and yeah, trying to keep Teferi off the darn board, and trying to keep Mono Red from smashing your face. But I do love Gadwick. I really love Gadwick. Maybe a few Hydroid Krasis could still sneak in this deck, right? Trim a Wilderness Reclamation, trim a Thassa's Intervention. Nah, don't do that. But yeah, maybe we trim a Wilderness Reclamation or two for a Hydroid Krasis. But Gadwick was definitely your star, and thank you, Gadwick. Thank you for being here today and trying to help me out with these massive floods that I've been experiencing. All right, so we're gonna call that a wrap on Simic Wilderness. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.